The Qantas inquiry has brought some remarkable...
I'm glad you asked. How are you? Look,
I'm well.
Yes, it was a bit like Q&A, but there was just Q and no A. So what happened was the Qantas executives shot up to this inquiry, but didn't actually have any answers to the questions that the inquiry was asking of them.
As you do.
As you do. It's kind of like lost luggage, shall we say, for want of a better term. And this is what resulted.
Chair, it's 6:30. The last flight to Sydney leaves in about 35 minutes. We've been here since 3 o'clock.
I guess you're delayed, Mr Finch, at the discretion of the committee.
I'm beg your pardon?
At the discretion of our committee. So we've still got questions and we will be pursuing them until we're finished. Senator Smith, you have the call.
Yes, that
No
was
deal.
Qantas General Counsel and Group Executive Andrew Finch telling the teacher, "Please, miss, I just want to go home." And Bridget McKenzie just decided to go full nuclear on him because, well, why was she a bit upset? Possibly she was slightly upset because of this continued response from the previous Qantas execs who had given evidence to the committee beforehand. Have a listen.
I will take that on notice.
I'll have to take them on notice.
I can take on notice the total cost and take that on notice. I will have to take that on notice.
Again, we'd have to take that on notice.
I will come back on notice on that. I need to take that on notice. I'll have to take that on notice. Guess what? When you come to a Senate inquiry, we ask the questions and you're supposed to come with the answers.
There you go. That's Bridget McKenzie just explaining how this whole committee thing works. We ask questions, you provide answers. And will they provide any answers? I'll have to take that on notice.
Bridget McKenzie has done a brilliant job in this inquiry. And that line where the Qantas exec says, you know, could I get out of here? I've got a plane to catch. And she calmly says, well, I guess you've been delayed.
The most hilarious part of that, though, was he's like, it's 6:30 and we've been here since 3. I figured they would have started at 9 and gone all the way through. I mean, it was only 3.5 hours.
But how does the last flight out of Canberra leave shortly after 7 p.m? I mean, I know it's Canberra, but surely there's more of a nightlife than that.
And also, how is that something that you tell a chair of a parliamentary inquiry to be like, look, I really like to beat it. It's been long enough for me. I mean, we can laugh about it because it's hilariously funny, but the absolute contempt. These guys who have screwed over Aussies left, right and centre are now showing to the parliamentary committee, just trying to do due diligence and get to the bottom of this Qatar business.
I don't think it's contempt. I think it's fear. I think he thought, if I don't get that last Qantas flight out of Canberra,
I may have to provide an answer.
I may have to fly Jetstar.
Bridget McKenzie could only have improved that performance if she'd alerted him to the fact there is actually a Virgin flight leaving a little bit later, which will be on time, and I'm sure you can catch that one.
That's right. Virgin's just announced a new route.